Let's talk about Ressa Tessa now and her story of narcissistic abuse. Because narcissistic abuse can be subtle and it can be extreme. It can be physical, it can be emotional, it can be spiritual, and it can be all of those things. That man might have never gotten physical with her, but the things he did to her, I bet you she would have felt better if he had put his hands on her. But that's not all. I only listened to 5 parts of that story because it wasn't news to me, because I've came across men that went to the extreme to prove to women when it was all a lie. I've had at least 2 of those in my life. So it wasn't news to me. So I'm like, yeah, same story. It's going to end the same. But for the people that have never experienced that level of demonic, that level of demons, yeah, it was for those people to listen to all 50 parts. I listened to part 1 to 5 and then I listened to the end. And when she said she just wanted it to be her turn, that's exactly what it is. For every woman that fell for a con man, because in my opinion, a con man is an extreme grade A narcissist. Everything about his life is a lie. My baby daddy was that man. The good thing about Ressa Tessa is she did not have a kid by that man. I've had a kid by a whole con man. When the truth about my baby daddy came out, I did not know who he was. Everything from the beginning, from the day he met me, that he told me was a lie. Except his name. That's it. The only thing I knew about this man that was true was his name. I'm surprised. Because when I come to understand him, I realized that he even had another name that he gave to some other woman. Told him his name was Kevin. Yep. So I know what a con man is. But I'll tell women how to avoid con men. Extreme narcissists. You see, those men prey on your weaknesses. They can smell desperation. You see, that's why when you meet a man, you don't tell him your trauma. Those men go for women. Those are the type of men that become pimps, because they can smell a broken girl. And some men pimp directly and some pimp indirectly. Because that's exactly what that man was going to do to her. He pretended to have money in the beginning, and then it was going to become her that was taking care of him for a lifetime. It's a calculated gamble that he was doing, but he lost because she wasn't stupid as he think. And I can tell you, the women that men run that type of game on are broken, like I was. They know that you just want a good man. They know that you have had bad relationships. They know that you don't have a lot of self-esteem. You might be a woman with some kids and you need financial help. You might be a plus-size woman and he thinks, because you're a plus-size woman, that you don't have a lot of options. It's all those things that they use to come into you and play a part in the beginning just to get you where they want you. A narcissist like that will stalk you on social media for months, read all your posts, and then one day they'll send you a message when they think they know where your weak points are. I've had it done to me. I've had a man stalk me on social media for months, and then when he's ready and he pounds like a motherfucker. So I wasn't really intrigued by the story, but it's a good story. It's a good story because the only reason I was intrigued was because I've been through the same thing. I've had a man told me we was going to get married, but he was already married. told me to go to the courthouse to go get the marriage license by myself. Knowing he was married, he couldn't go. He wanted to send me on a wild goose chase. That's my baby daddy. And when he promised me marriage, he promised 4 other women the same thing. This man had multiple kids at the same time, was in multiple relationships at the same time, telling every woman the same line. So I know a dirty bird. I know what they're capable of. But I tell you one thing, there's one way to identify a serial narcissist. Any man that's willing to move in with you immediately, 2 weeks after, a month after, is a narcissist.